Congress could be inching closer to securing new funding for Ukraine. More on that, plus other things you may have missed in Washington this week. House Republicans moved to formally establish an impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden. It's focused on his family's finances and any involvement in his son Hunter's business dealings. Biden's critics have yet to produce any evidence of wrongdoing by the president. Instead, the inquiry will give them more power to gather evidence and subpoena witnesses. That vote came hours after Republicans were scheduled to hold a closed-door deposition of Hunter Biden. Instead, he arrived on Capitol Hill saying he will only testify publicly. They're now taking steps to hold him in contempt. Financial markets were on the upswing this week after Fed Chair Jerome Powell indicated that the U.S. Central Bank may be ready to cut interest rates next year. That means the cost to borrow money could start to decline in 2024. Both for Wall Street and Americans squeezed by higher interest rates. Ukraine's President Zelensky traveled to Washington to make his third visit to the White House since Russia's invasion. He made a desperate plea to Congress to pass new funding for Ukraine. That money now hinges on a potential deal on border security. Senators agreed to return to the negotiating table next week, even though lawmakers in the House have already left for the holidays. Even if the Senate reaches an agreement, it would still need to pass the House, and the politics of Ukraine and immigration in that chamber are much more complicated. Current U.S. aid to Ukraine is set to run out by the end of the year.